I might
What up? What up?
ponder,
What
asking Tia a
up?
few questions. you know, I might poke the bear, but that's all I have for now, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through Trifecta. Some of y'all been ordering. I'm looking at the orders as I'm on here because my computer's right in front. Shit. Trevor, man. This is a libido, stamina, certain shit, cocktail. It's tailored for men. You know what I'm saying? And I take it myself. Y'all already see what I'm doing to this t-shirt and shit. Y'all been here with me the whole time. Y'all watch me swell up. But when you're over 40,
Okay. Okay.
man, you need a little
And
bit of
we
help. So
got
step your
going
game
now.
up. Go to my website, therealdribble.com. The ingredients are right there. You can look them up. You can go to my website, and each of those ingredients, um, and the benefits ingredients is all on my website, therealdribble.com. So go over there and check it out, man. Out of here, therealdribble.com. Go to my website and get busy, man. Get y'all some merch. The summertime, man. This is one of my designs from the Fashion Bomb. This is on my other website, fashionbomb.com. I got three websites. I got paknit.com, fashionbomb.com. I got realdribble.com. So y'all going over there, man. Spend some money, man. Y'all have a wonderful evening. It's money on the flow. Money on the flow. Fat Joe to put money on the flow. And of course, their podcast is over. Peace.
Popeyes brings you bold Louisiana Crunch, wrapped up and ready to roll. Our hand-breaded chicken tenders wrapped in a flour tortilla with lettuce, cheese, and pickles prove that big flavors come in small packages. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Do you know the US Solar Company's nasty little secret? It turns out if you live in Pennsylvania, they have to give you solar panels for absolutely no net cost. All you have to do is ask. Solar companies in the US are trying everything to keep this away from the public, but it's slowly leaking out. And it's all because of the Inflation Reduction Act our government announced just 1 month ago. As a part of America's efforts to climate change, our government practically started handing out next generation solar panels and power walls at no net cost to and qualify for this program. It's crazy. So, if currently talking to any solar companies in the US, stop. Just below and see if your zip code qualifies and take advantage of this crazy solar opportunity before its budgets are gone.
33-year-old male found dead a few days ago. Someone amongst them is our killer.
Was a holdup of historic proportions at New York City's Kennedy Airport this morning. Several $million in cash and jewelry taken from a cargo hangar by a band of armed men wearing masks.
It's theorized the five ski mask gunmen cut the...
On December 11th, 1978, the biggest robbery in U.S. history took place, the Lufthansa heist. It was the perfect robbery, and the mastermind behind it was the Irish killer, Jimmy the Gent Burke.
Jimmy Burke was a throwback. You know, the way he made money was the old way. The old way gangsters did.
What up?
Extortion and hijackings and insignificant robberies like the Lufthansa robbery.
For over 30 years, Jimmy Burke was one of the most feared and respected in New York City. He was a legend on the streets and the basis for Robert De Niro's character in the film Goodfellas. It was a film that showed the relationship between Burke and the gangster Henry.
Self that way.
otra que me lo haga a tu manera, man.
Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh. Hey, life, eh. Porque me trata a Joanna, Joanna. Porque me trata a Joanna, Joanna. Porque me trata a Joanna,
What up, what up, what up, baby?
Joanna, Joanna.
Johanna, yo te vi bailando. Todos los hombres se te quedan mirando. A la mujer el ritmo le está provocando. No sé qué tiene, pero a mí me está gustando. Hay muchas maneras, pero lo haces bien. Como dicen en Quiqueya, bebé, tú estás bien. En Venezuela, en Colombia también. En Puerto Rico,
What up, everybody?
Dominicana y colombiana. Puerto Rico conectado con los grandes en La Habana, En Jamaica las mujeres me reclaman, Argentina, Chile y en la Gran Manzana, Por ahora tú sigues bailando. Que la música el día la está sonando. Tú me miras y los dos estamos sudando. Vamos para arriba, nunca le estamos bajando.
Joanna, Joanna. ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna play me like Joe Bajo?
Joanna, tú sabes que como tú no hay.
Whoa, here we go.
Lo hagas a tu manera, man.
Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh. Hey, life, eh. ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna?
Excuse me.
Joanna, Joanna.
Johanna, yo te vi bailando. Todos los hombres se te quedan mirando. A la mujer el ritmo le está provocando. No sé qué tiene, pero a mí me está gustando. Hay muchas maneras, pero lo haces bien. Como dicen en Quiqueya, bebé, tú estás bien. En Venezuela, en Colombia también. En Puerto Rico, en el bote de los weekends. Y República Dominicana y colombiana. Puerto Rico conectado con los grandes en La Habana, En Jamaica las mujeres me reclaman, Argentina, Chile y en la Gran Manzana, Por ahora tú sigues bailando. Que la música el día la está sonando. Tú me miras y los dos estamos sudando. Vamos para arriba, nunca le estamos bajando.
Joanna, Joanna. ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna play me like Drogba, How you gonna do me like Drogba, Oh, DJ Drogba, DJ Drogba.
Joanna, tú sabes que como tú no hay. Otra que me lo haga a tu manera, man.
Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh. Hey, life, eh. ¿Por qué me trata a Joanna, Joanna? 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 Hey, how you gonna play me like Drogba, How you gonna do me like Drogba, Oh, DJ Drogba, DJ Drogba. Latino,
Dímelo, loco. Tú sabes que como tú no hay otra que me lo haga a tu manera, man.
Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna.
What up, everybody? I do not own the copyrights to this. See how everybody doing today. Don't forget, July 4th is going down. Cumberland, Maryland. We will be in the building, people.
En Venezuela,
You know what
Colombia,
I'm saying?
Puerto Rico, en el
Oh,
bote de
I gotta do a lot of rearranging.
en Puerto Rico conectado con los grandes en La Habana, En Jamaica las mujeres me reclaman, Argentina, Chile y en la Gran Manzana, Por ahora tú sigues bailando, que la música el DJ la está sonando. Tú me miras y los dos estamos sudando. Vamos para arriba, nunca le estamos bajando.
Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. But can I tell her, Joanna, Joanna. How you gonna play me like Drogba?
Drogba. What up, everybody? Don't forget, it's going down. Cumberland, Maryland. July 4th. Joke Dealers will be in the building. Hip Hop Comic will be in the building. The show is going down, people. Yeah, it's going down, man. It's good. Great lineup. Productions by No Work, All Play Entertainment. And I gotta say, it's gonna be a crazy show. Trust me, this might be the third best show I had in my life. Because we gonna make it that way. Trust me. Great cast members, group of people, amazing talents. They all funny in their own way. They own right, they own lane.
DJ Drogba, DJ Drogba.
And if it's any joke stealers at the show, remember I come from the street. I don't settle too much stuff with lawsuits. Okay?
Chose a few.
This is how we do it, baby. This is how it's going down. This is how it's going down. I'm talking about it's going down, baby. It's going down. You hear me? Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Dirty Jersey, baby. We in the building, New Jersey. Salute. One of my second homes. You know, Trenton Avenue, Federal Street. Yeah. Record shop on Federal Street. Remember back in the day? Yeah. Shout out to the Crown Rulers, man.
The grand mover, rhyme wizard, the man, unprecedented ruler of the lyrical land, editorial, finest, royal highness,
James Jones, shout out, Mad Love. What up with you, baby?
Crown king of commentary, and the language is wreck, kick the ball.
What you got going on? Okay, I'm gonna check it out, bro.
Kick the ball.
Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to the ones that had a hard work day. Shout out to the ladies that's depriving themselves of being women.
As a song producer, not a rapper, but a skilled instructor. B-boy Fandazzle made for the rolling.
What up, Facebook people? What up, Twitch people? What up, YouTube people? What up, my Instagram people? It's going down out this joint, man. How everybody doing? You can tap in, comment. I should have a call number in a matter of about an hour or two.
Definition
So I'm gonna have a call-in number for the Joke Dealers Variety Show. You can call up to Joke Dealers Studio, you know, and let me know how you feel. You know what I mean? But don't forget, July 4th is going down. Cumberland, Maryland. Hip Hop Comic is in the building. I will be performing live, and we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun. Shout out to all my homies doing life. Shout out to all my homies doing the death penalty bid. Shout out to all my homies that's doing the bid, my real ones. And shout out to all the young boys that's doing y'all first bid. Make it your last. And if you in there forever, make the best of it and teach others from behind that wall that jail is for suckers. Don't let your homies bait you into things, man. What's that old school word? Oh, peer pressure. Don't let these idiots trick you out your spot, man. I did that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't called growing up. It's called wising up. Common sense. You know, I'm not a hypocrite, but I don't promote violence. I don't promote anything that's negative. I don't promote it publicly. Let me say that. But the young boys, man, what's going on? Y'all ain't even making money no more. Y'all not even making $1. Y'all not making a dime. Yes, I can form a rhyme with the feather and ink. No matter how I do it, opposition will spring. See, this is our music. This is the second quarter of the culture with this music right here. And this from the 80s. You feeling me? From the top of the ass, not the boulevard. Kick the ball. Yeah. Kick the ball. I just want to give out mad love to everybody, man. You know, follow your dreams, do your thing, stay motivated. You know, nobody's perfect. You got to remember that. You know, we all struggling, baby. Even the rich man is struggling in something. It could be a relationship. With they female family members, you know, stuff is out of control. So you got to take control back and just fall back. And sometimes, you know, the greatest people ever in the world are great listeners. They stay quiet. You feeling me? They stay quiet. Shout out to Mike Raw, King Verb, in love with hip hop. R.A.P. Mike Raw. You know, one of the best out of Philly. Might be the best. Because this is a black man that represents for the culture. Mike Raw. He rapped in Spanish, sang in Spanish, and he rapped in English. And he's black. Black man. Shout out to King Bird right here. Baby, this shit is gonna happen. Love with hip hop, baby. Oh, excuse me. Allergies. What up to my Facebook family? Much love. Shout out to Blackfeet Entertainment, Uncle Ryan. Yeah, I mean, go check out his podcast. See, I do that. They don't do that stuff for me. None of these people. You know what I'm saying? I call it the way it is. You know, you supposed to, if that's your man, you know, you want to ride the wave with him, support his talent like it's yours. Trust me. And I heard that from that quote from Rick Ross. Shout out to Rick Ross, MMG, Maybach Music. Much love. You know what I'm saying? So I can't hear the sound of your beautiful melody. When it's coming out that speaker box. I'm just sit back with a smile like I love you hip hop. Some say you cause violence. I'm just Trying to figure that out, man.
Envy women
You
and
know what I'm
whatnot,
saying?
but they love to blame hip hop. They blame hip hop. I just can't imagine trying to live my life without you. If I ain't have you
You
in
know,
my
it's crazy.
world, what I do?
Crazy.
Probably be sad in the
It's
motherfucker.
all over the place right now. I'm on so many topics in my head. I'm all over the place. You know, we got solid wars going on. Shout out to Israel and Iran. Much love on both sides, man. Put the guns down. Get money. You feel it? Get money. Put the guns down. You dig me? Put the guns down, baby. Yeah, you know, you gotta put the hammer down sometime, man. You know, because if you keep that hammer on you, you're gonna catch a homicide. Because somebody gonna disrespect you, somebody gonna say goofy stuff to you while you got that thing on you, and you're gonna blow their brains out, man. So I don't condone you to do that. If you got the hammer on you, you got the upper hand. Walk away, brother. You can't be sitting in jail broke. You can't be sitting in there because you had words with a person and you decide to blow their head off. Nah. Men shouldn't argue with men anyway. That's why I say walk away. You know, because once they start mouthing off to you, they call actors. I don't care how big they are. I'm 6'4", 252. And there's dudes out there that's bigger than me. But one thing for sure, it is not a two thing for certain. It's just a one thing for sure, that I fear no man. Don't worry about your size. That's not intimidating to me. See, when guys like myself say, "What? That's not intimidating. Come on, let's go. Let's see what you really about." Right? Because our attitude, we come from jail almost all our life. So you around nothing but men, day in and day out. Killers, psychopaths, mental ill, Looney Tunes, disillusioned. So you got to be on defense at all times because anything can pop off. You don't have to have a problem with somebody. They could just look at you and say, "I don't like you," and try to kill you. You understand? So you know that's how it go, man. So stay out of jail. Stay out of jail. Don't let nobody disrespect you. Learn how to defend yourself. Physical combat first before you pick up the gun. You understand? Before you pick up that gun, you're gonna learn military training, how to defend yourself, hand-to-hand combat. You know. So I advise you, young boys, man, do like we did. We went to the boxing gym growing up in our neighborhood. Shout out to Willie Torres, Marshall and Venango. You know what I'm saying? It used to be next round to no, not Marshall and Venango. What I'm talking about? Randolph and Venango. Shout out to Marshall and Venango Street Boys anyway. Much love. Webb and Woody. Blessings, brother. So Randolph Street, right? Between Venango and Erie. Hunting Park section. Willie Torres, great boxer, professional. He put a gym for us. And guess why we joined the gym? It ain't that we couldn't fight. We joined the gym for two reasons mainly. To beat up the bullies. And when we found out the drug dealers couldn't fight, we was running through them, taking their corners. Ain't no guns. You know, the guns came later. Actually, I picked up the gun when I got shot. And that was the wrong thing they let me do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to remember those things, man. You know, I picked up that power. you know, but I didn't abuse my power. You know what I'm saying? I did not abuse my power. I was getting busy with the hands. And then every time I pulled that thing out, it wasn't turning down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go full throttle. So, you know, yeah, you know, I made it through. I survived it. So, you know, everybody's not going to survive it. You know, I had one son OD. What the fuck is on his mind? What the fuck is wrong with you? OD. You know, love my boy. But we don't do that. Smoke some weed or something. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. You know what I'm saying? So, you can smoke some weed. You know, I ain't nothing. That make you laugh, giggle, and eat, and be goofy and silly. So, you know, there ain't no threat to harm to your body. You know what I'm saying? I took some pills one time. They fucked me up, and I didn't know what they was. And this was back in like 90, excuse me. This could have been around right before I went to Holmesburg prison. So I say 92, 93, somewhere around there. Between 92 and 93. I ain't take no more pills since, man. And if I do take pills, it's Advils and Aleve. No Percocets, none of that. No nothing. I even tell the doctors, prescribe me with the highest regular aspirin. Because I don't want that other stuff. Because one time I go to the dentist, right? I'm gonna give you a quick one. I go to the dentist. I had 3 teeth removed at one time. 2 wisdoms and a side tooth. Well, the part of the side tooth when I got shot in the face. Finally got that took it out. I was procrastinating. So anyway, I finished, give me a prescription. I said, I don't take pills. Nah, you gonna need this. So I was like, all right. So I ain't go bust a prescription and I go home. Man, in the middle of the night, I was going through the emotions. I go right to the joint, bust a prescription. I think it was CVS, one of them, 24-hour joint. Bust a prescription, right? They was Vicodins. Now, people, I'm gonna give you a game. The doctors, they give you real Vicodins, right? So now, I took 2. Boom, right? They say you're a big person, you need 2. Okay, I took 2. Man, I banged them joints. I was no more good. I was out my mind. Nodding off like a drug addict, dope fiend, in and out, all that kind of shit. So, never again, man. And if I do take, you know, them strong kind of pills, it gotta be for surgeries or something. And once I finish, after the surgery, I go home. I ain't taking that shit. Advils and Leaves and some good tree. You know, but that's just me. So it's a lot of addiction out here. That's one son, right? Now the second son, he was shot up and murdered multiple times, right? The bullet that killed him hit his heart. You feeling me? And he was a good dude. I know everybody say no. He was the kindest good dude. You could go to his Instagram page. His name Buddha, right? Buddha _, I think. You go to it. I got it. I know. It could be Buddha _ something like that. All capitals. So, getting money. Now, he ain't do no drugs. He ain't smoke a cigarette. He ain't even drink. So, he running around here like the Joker, like me, basically. You know? I'm sober, really. I just smoke trees. I may take a shot with one of my buddies I bump into. Yeah, I take a shot. But as soon as I take a shot, I'm drinking water. And all day I'm on my Monster Energy drinks and water. Maybe a ginger ale soda in between to balance the stomach out. You know what I'm saying? Get that good flush. So, you know, and I miss my sons dearly, man. It's crazy, man. So, you know, the street life, man, it's all kind of ways, man. There's all kind of damn ways you can go. You know, my young boy, you know, he was getting bread. Brought his mom a car, gave him money and stuff. And after he passed away, you know, they took the pot. You know, his mom and them. I don't want no money. Nah, I want my child back. See, let me tell you something. You have street guys. Just because we're street guys, we don't want our kids to be in the street. Stand up men, honorable men and gentlemen. We do anything and everything so our kids ain't gotta suffer like we did. You feel me? So that's how that go. So now, I'm getting old. So now, you know, they leave us, the people that love them and care, with that burden. You know, when I got shot multiple times. I ain't tell my mom. I told my mom one time I got shot. And the only reason I did that because the neighbors told it. So, you know what I'm saying? That was the only reason. You feel me? The only reason. So I don't advocate for somebody just coming outside and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And all kind of shit. You know, stay your ass working, man. The working man winning. You work, and you also come home from work and work on your dream, on your business you want to start. And so your kids don't gotta work for nobody. You have to stay consistent. You feeling me? You gotta stay consistent. You dig what I'm saying? Trust me. You gotta stay consistent, my people. You know? Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man, with that. Now, let's talk about this other shit that's breaking out. You know what I mean? You got the deportation, ISIS, you know, messing with the Mexican people. Now, Mexican people, you see what they do. You see you're not white, right? And any other race. Because why? You're here illegal, they say, right? And they jumping out, coming to your homes, coming to your jobs, snatching you up. They don't care if you have a city job. They snatching up politicians. You know what I'm saying? Politicians. What is going on? They doing the same thing like Hitler did with the Nazis, his crew. Going to people's houses, snatching them up, man. You know what I'm saying? Snatching them up. Then you sending them back to Mexico, and most of them people haven't been in Mexico for years. Their whole family is here. Who they gonna know in Mexico? They still got friends, you know, some relatives, but no. What is going on? You disrupting families, man. Good people. And you got some bad people in the mix. That's how life is. But you locking up people that you gave driver's license to legally. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know, very interesting. Very. That's what I'm saying, man. This shit's crazy out here. Then it's spreading to other states. Some riots, protesting. I think we had one here, quiet protest. Ain't nobody I ain't hear about too much violence. Here, I ain't hear no violence at all, basically, over here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't understand. Then I'm on YouTube and Facebook, all my media outlets and platforms, and I see Mexican people asking the blacks for help, right? But before this happened, 60% are racist against blacks, Africano Mexicanos, Africano Puerto Ricans, Africanos, Asiatic black men, Asians, first emperor and ruler of Asia and stuff, China, black people. So, people, if we were rulers and stuff, back, almost in the beginning of time era, in Mexico, you had a black president. So how are you racist? How are some of you Mexican people racist against black people? This shit don't make sense. You forgot you had a black president, or you don't, or you trying to erase the memory as well, like a lot of people that's here in the United States is trying to erase what black people have done, but you can't. We're great inventors. We invented about 80% black women and black men. You understand? So my thing is, you asking us for help, but you're racist against us. So you mean to tell me you went to the rich Mexican people and say, hey, can you help us? You have the funding. You understand? And see, it's puzzling. You have the Mexican cartels. Shout out to the Mexican cartels. Why I give them a shout out? Because they're real. But guess what? They're not helping. See, we can't get deported. See, when reality sets in, you can do your research about all the black man in America, not the African American, the black man that's in America. I'm not African. Africans despise, not all African men, some African men despise American black men. You understand? So that's why we can't go back home. We don't have no family there. Ain't nobody in Africa named Johnson. Let's make that clear. Let's make that clear. You got South Africa, North Africa, Johannesburg, and all in between, right? Michael Blackston, he comes from Africa, right? Akon comes from Africa, right? French Montana's African, right? Right? A lot of them don't like us, man. I'm not saying the people I just named don't like us. No. We brethren. We brethren. For the people. They fight for rights. But, it's absurd. Yes, we would love to help. We would love to help. But who helped us? We died for our rights. And we still ain't getting our rights. So now we can come together in March to Washington and let them know we're not standing for it, right? So, how could you be racist on people you come from? So you're racist against yourself? What? To all my Latino people, I want y'all to go look up right now, or whenever you get a chance, Black President of Mexico, Black President of the United States, the first, not the interracial or biracial. You understand? It's amazing, man. Asia, China, Japan. Now, Japan, they honor us. They bow down with all respect due, and we respect them. That's why I tell people, you go inside a Chinese restaurant or Chinese buffet, Asian restaurant or whatever, you are going to see the gold statues, right? Right? And that gold statue, right, you're going to see it. It's a man, bald head, heavy set, a little overweight, look like, right? His name is Buddha, right? Religion Buddha, right? Buddhism, right? So now, start talking. And then I start doing my research on Buddha, really. Buddha is a black man with powers. They praise to him as God, Buddha. So, meaning my black men, my black kings, my YN, stop disrespecting the Asian community, please. They're upset with us because they see the American black man don't know who he is. All they see us is being rude, disrespectful, ignorancy, lack of self-condition and control. And it's a shame. Check it out. Do your research, my people. And my Asian people, if you don't want to, matter of fact, I'm going to post it up. I'm going to post up all the black emperors and presidents from around the world in beginning of time. Now, something's wrong with that. The baddest samurai in Asian history, black man. What's that movie with Tom Cruise? The Last Samurai, something. That was based on a black man. That's a true story. Conquered. Legend. I forgot his name, but you check him out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of racist stuff going on, man. I give love to everybody, man. But I'm not gonna hold my tongue. And another thing, I seen some dude on social outlets, social media outlets, talking about he put a flag down in Rikers Island in the middle of the yard. What yard? The main yard? The little yard? What yard? It's two. Right? So now, and I ain't from NY, but I know personally it's two. I was there. Central Booking, baby. In the 90s. So now, if a Latino put a flag in the middle of, we're going to say the main yard, because I'm quite sure he did in that little yard. Or if he did do it, it was a brother said that he was there and ain't nothing was popping like that. And if he did, he ain't seen him do it and hear none of that happening. But if he did do it, everybody's out on visits and stuff. It's the daytime. The situation he talking about occurred. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just going over the report. So now, let's get this straight. So they got night yard too, right? So now, wasn't no repercussions at the night yard? All the blacks ain't start cutting Hispanics. That sounds stupid, right? That shit won't go in Philly. Because you know why? Some way, some fashion, and form, a Puerto Rican boy wife is black. He got have kids. Black boy wife is Spanish, have kids. White boy wife, Puerto Rican, have kids. Asian boy wife, Puerto Rican, have kids. So it's none of that here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got a homie named E. Shout out ETS, man. Philly E, man. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know, he's well, what I get, you know, he's part of Fat Joe's security team too, as well, and he's a family member as well. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's all love. Oh, we talk about that Fat Joe crazy stuff in a moment, but yeah, you know, ain't nobody doing that in no jails, man. You mean to tell me if somebody? Let me tell you something. I know people that ran prisons. Gratisford prisons, Nudie Nims, the Black Mafia. He ain't even promoted like that. He ain't even took advantage of his power, put out Muslim flags, and no. He was making something of these young men. Had them on the boxing teams and all of that. You know, he started that program and everything. So we ain't gonna get that twisted, man. You know, but, you know, listen, guys can tell a story, right? And guess what? You got guys my age telling stories, and some of the people are dead, so they can't defend or prove. But you have some that's still alive and looking from afar say, yo, he capping. He lying. That ain't never happened. Yeah, so it's amazing stories, you know. Jail stories, man. You start talking to a brother in jail, man. Some brothers might tell you they got a helicopter. Well, you got a helicopter. Why are you in the county? What's your crime? Your crime ain't matching what you saying out your mouth. See, I don't talk that shit, man. I'm on my business. You know, people like speaking for me. I don't mind that. And if somebody asks me, yo, that's true? Yeah or no. It's very easy. And that's all they gonna get out of me. Ain't gonna glorify. I'm not glorifying my job. It's a job. You know. You got gangsters all across the world, man. You know, you got guys with big nuts. You know what I'm saying? You know, people running around. Crazy shit, man. Talking crazy. Get money, man. It's better things to discuss, man. Get money, man. Get money is better things to discuss. You know. What we got going on next? Tyler Perry. I told my lady we watching the BET Awards. And when Tyler Perry came out and he started talking, I was like, cool. Then he started talking. I was like, oh shit. They're going to tear his ass up. Because he starts saying, hey, black people, you know, we run in Hollywood. I made black millionaires, all kind of mess, right? Some stuff you keep to your circle and accomplish your goals. But once you put it out there to the masses, and then you have people controlling outlets, you have those same people that control the outlets, the film industry, everything, right? Everything. Right? So as soon as he started talking and started going in, I said, oh shit, they're going to tear his ass up. Guess what? Boom. Next 24 hours, he got a $260 million lawsuit for sexual conduct on 2 ex-employees or whatever. Right? 2 men. It's crazy, man. I don't know Tyler Perry. I can't discuss his life with you because I don't know. And you don't know this man. We just know what we hear. And the only thing I could say, I hope it ain't true. But guess what? Some lies, when you're in power, you can make true because you have money. You can spread it all on the news. Tyler Perry pervert, right? I'm not saying he is, I don't know, but I'm using that as an example, right? Because that's what they doing, right? Right? All over the news world. Their homies own. If I own a network, if I own Channel 6, you don't think I know the boys that own the other networks? We don't kick it and have a drink. You understand? Come on, man. You better wake up. So, stay in your lane, get money, man. That's the moral. Get money, watch what you're saying, respect, stay in order, and stuff you don't like. And actually, he coming at his boss. Yeah, boss. Yeah. You got to go through channels to get them films and stuff on, right? By the people that owns them companies, the distributions and all of that. Listen. If he ain't get his warning shot, right, they ain't gonna make it go away yet. You won't see Medea even on Tubi. Trust me. They're in control of all of that. Trust me. Yes, you. When you're doing too much stuff, you got to yawn. I ain't time to just yawn. So, those things is out of pocket, man. It's out of pocket. Then you got this one, breaking news. This is breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. You have Fat Joe and Terror Squad members, not all of them, some of them, or it could be all of them, I'm not sure, but some of them, this is what they saying, not me. I'm just reporting. This is on E! Entertainment Tonight and everything, right? It just got wind, actually, that I'm hearing about it today. So I see it just hit the airwaves on certain channels today. So what I'm saying is, I don't believe that's true. I'm being biased right now. Shout out to Rich Player. That's my guy. Much love. His mom just had a birthday. Peace and blessings to Mom Dukes. One day I taste some rice and beans, arroz con gandules. You know what I mean? Not the chuleta though. Back in the day, yeah, not that. I'm too old for the chuletas. Little ale totones, chicken totones, arroz. So they got Rich Play in that joint. They got Pistol P in that joint. Yeah, they got they got the statements and everything online. Actually, it's on YouTube. You ain't got to go to Google. You go on YouTube, man. Fine. So I hope this ain't true. They talking about she was 15, 16. He brought up BBL because she her body wasn't growing yet. Little girl, what? Who was the doctor that performed the BBL? He need to go to jail too on a minor and didn't get consent from the parent. You understand? And they say this happened when he was in his 30s. So this could be almost 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, But why wait till now to bring this mess up? That's what I'm saying. And if the parents condoned it, and because they said he was checking in with the parents, then he said he got her a condo couple blocks away from his crib with his wife and kids. You know, I don't believe it though, man. You know, but when you get on the level and start messing with them people and they let you in and start filling your bank account up and they start saying, hey, we need you to do this for us and do that. And you talking about, nah, no. Look what happens. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, that's right. You got big pun money. So this is what we going to do. 260, no. What's the lawsuit? How much is it? I don't even know how much the lawsuit is. But I'm quite sure it's millions. You know, it's just goofy shit, man. You know, but I don't believe that, though, because, you know, being married, that don't mean nothing. You do what you want to do, right? Okay, but Fat Joe, man, he be with his wife, you know, his kids. He be with his own circle. You know, I just can't see it. I can't see it. If he did something, I'm gonna put myself in his shoes, right? Yeah, we at the parties, all kind of shit. I'm fucking with the motherfuckers 25 and up. You understand? Shit, this dude, man. I advise everybody on Terror Squad, stay low. Stay off the airwaves with negativity. Don't even respond to that, man. That's the best thing. Don't even respond to that. Shout out to Jay-Z, man. He's the best, right? Intelligent. I like his motto. I like his rules. This is business. We ain't friends because you ain't acting like my friend. You keep taking my girls. That's danger. That's a whole nother thing. Do Jay-Z supposed to help Dame Dash after he slandered his name, take his girlfriends back in the day? Do Jay supposed to help him? You understand? What else? Shit, you got a lot going on. What else is going on? What I said, the Iran war, Israel. That's just, I don't know what that's about. That's just about land conquering. You know? EBT cards getting slashed, food stamps getting cut, meaning, ladies, you gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. Bottom line, you gotta work. You gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Yeah. I remember one time, my oldest children mother, my sons that passed away, their mom, right? Trying to take me to child support. $35. $35. Guess what? I did the calculations. I said, hey, it's $35 what? A week. I said, okay. I said, how much is that for? Okay, 140. All right. 140 times 6. Pull that right out. Bang, bang. Here you go. The judge was like, what's it? I said, this is for 6 months. I'm going to go downstairs, pay it, come back up with the receipt. 6 months in advance. I ain't doing that. 6 months. Right? So, guess what happens? My kid's mother got me right off that shit. I said, yeah. Because now, we can get technical, right? You doing that because nobody want to be with you. It's okay. You got that one. But guess what? I got this one. That $35, that $140 a month gonna cover all his needs. What? No. The only other thing I come out of pocket for is his medical and daycare. But he don't got daycare. And your medical, you have welfare, medical. So that covers. So I just got to give up $35. You ready? Fell from grace, huh? Yeah. The next day, she was at my mom's door with him. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Let's go shopping. She came to her senses. So that's how that go, man. You know, but, hold on, man. I gotta get my monster drink. But it's going down July 4th, my people. Hip Hop Comic will be in the building, Cumberland, Maryland. Fireworks in the beginning, fireworks at the end, and fireworks in the middle of laughter, baby. You know it's going down. Food, drinks, everything is there that you need. It's a great lineup. The comedians, whew, the lineup here, it's going to be crazy. It's the Comedy Explosion. You saw the flyer on all the social sites. It's on Eventbrite for tickets. If you're in Cumberland, Maryland, you're on vacation, you're in Maryland, drive to Cumberland at Mezos, Mezzos, Mezos. It's going down. It's going down, my people, man. I tell you, we're going to have some fun. So I just wanted to tap in. I'm going to hit y'all back a little later, man. I just wanted to tap in, holler at y'all, see what's popping. Everything's good. And all I can say is peace and blessings. At the show, be there or be square. Bang. I salute you guys for tapping in. Like I said, man, you can holler at me. You can tap into me. You know, we going to start doing more of that and more of that. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to go on, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with right now. You know, you have people dying. We can't forget that. You know, little kids in need. Children in need. Kids and who have kids. Children is in need. You have young men in need of fathers. So ladies, let the father in that boy's life. So what? He ain't give you no goddamn money. He can teach him something. He can teach him something. Because guess what? I'm going to give you a little secret, ladies, how we think. If we dealing with you and you ain't letting the kid dad holler at him, guess what in play? We going to have a side chick because we ain't going to be with you for long. Because you got stuff going on. You did? Once again, shout out to everybody. Hope you're enjoying your day. I'm going to get back. I'm going to tap into you in a few. I'm going to go eat something real quick. And I'll get back to you in about a couple hours. And I might have a guest up on here. So let's see how that pops off. All right? Peace and blessings. Yours truly, Hip Hop Comic. Go check out the album. It's on all your music streaming platforms. Apple Music, Google Music, Spotify, Pandora, iHeart, etc. I'm out.